Nation, the Graphk and Wasted Show, the Wasted and Graphk Show, however you want to slice it. We back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us tonight. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show. You already know what time it is, man. I got my big bro in the building. What's good, big bro?
Coolin', man. I feel good, man. I feel good, man. You know what? Your brother went out today, and I start running and power walking like an old man, and it feels good.
Well, hey, we got a few things in store on the way, and we got to get right? We got to get,
you already know, man. You already know.
You know what I mean? Got to look good out here in these Raider streets, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Real quick, man. Salute to AJ, man. Two of the best in the biz, Graphk and Wasted, man. Salute to my brother, man. We appreciate you, King. Thank you so much, man. Salute to everybody else also, man. 209 with that content. You know what? I got to put them T-shirts up, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, you fumbling the bag, bro.
Fumbling, bro. I got to put them up, man, immediately. Salute to Gonzalez as well, man. Two best Raider content creators in the biz, man. Salute to my dog. I see John in the building, Isaac in the building, Gio, Nick, Bex, Day, man. Everybody is here. John Raider, man. Salute to all my people. We appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, meaning you already know what time it is, man. Hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button on both channels. We are on our way to 30K over here. Wasted is about, I'm telling you right now, we're putting it in the air. And this next week, Wasted is going to get to 10K. 10K. I'm putting up, bro. So this means that you're going to have to put up a bunch of shorts and get back to work, bro. 10K in the next week. At the latest, 2 weeks. Two tops. All right?
You know what? I hear the challenge, and I'm going to meet and exceed that.
There we go. There we go. My brother, man. Salute to Mongo already with the $10 donation. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Big dogs, what do you think about this? Top rookie pass rushers through 4 games. Jalen Carter hurts my soul. 20 pressures, 16 hurries, a sack and a half, 2 quarterback hits. Byron Young, 16 pressures, 8 hurries, 2 sacks, 5 QB hits. So you're talking about the other Byron Young, correct? We're talking about the other Tennessee volunteer Byron Young.
Yeah, it has to be. It can't be our Byron Young. I ain't seen him do anything, man.
Yeah, man.
I was about to say, I know I watch every down of these Raider games. Damn, kid.
Trust me, and we would know if there was any pressure coming from the interior of that defensive line. We would be excited about it. Definitely. So now, Michael, I know what you're talking about, but that's big. That's big. But, the thing is, Jalen Carter, I don't think he's had that many reps also because of that stout D-line. They don't even play him. Like he's not even getting really starter minutes. He's kind of a rotational piece at this point, Wasted.
That's pretty much what they're doing. They're using that old New York Giants mantra where they're bringing these guys in and they're spelling them. And they have an advantage because, like with offensive linemen, you don't spell offensive linemen. They play the entire game. You're going to play your best guys. But with defensive linemen, when you got guys that are that devastating, if you can get Jalen Carter and get him rest and he's fresh the whole game, man, that's a devastating situation right there for an offensive line, man.
One day, brother. One day, maybe we'll be talking that same language over here in Las Vegas, man. Salute to Mongo once again. Yeah, and Will Anderson is third. He's been balling out there with the Texans as well. A lot to talk about today, you guys. We are going to talk about a specific short that Wasted put up this morning. Want to get my bro's opinion on this. We all know at this point, Josh McDaniels has fumbled the bag, and it looks as though he is lying now. not just to the media, but to everybody. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a pass rusher that was let go in the AFC West. It looks as though one team is completely all in on the Caleb Williams train, and they're just moving on from people, and they're trying to
fire sale.
Yeah. And I don't think they're done just quite yet. But we're going to talk about a specific player because everyone knows that we can use some rotational pass rush help at this point with Chandler Jones released. And we're going to also, once again, kill all the rumors of the whole Davante Adams stuff because, once again, he doubled down today, you guys. Do not feed into the national media. Do not feed into some of this Raider media that is stating that Davante, we're just going to kill this right now. We're going to start the show with this. Davante Adams is not going anywhere, you guys. Period, point blank. The end. If you guys did not get a chance to, it's all over Bleacher Report, all over the place. Las Vegas Raiders star Davante Adams has been set on playing in Vegas long term, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Fowler wrote the 6-time Pro Bowler intended from the start to be a fixture on the Raiders for a while, and it doesn't appear that anything has changed in that regard. Some have wondered whether Adams might be a trade candidate, with Las Vegas sitting third in the AFC West at 1-3. Comments he made after that loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 3 certainly fueled speculation. He told reporters he doesn't have time to just wait around, but he did double down. He said, "I will be here." Davante Adams, you guys, is going nowhere. How you feel about that?
See, thing about it is that's what he's saying. That's what he has to say. I don't think Davante Adams is the kind of guy who's trying to run from a sinking ship.
No.
Because he came here because he loves his organization. He grew up, loving this organization. It's a dream of his to play here.
Yeah.
But within that, we have some people that are running this organization right now that might go full John Gruden and might feel like they can get another asset for him. So it's all really about what they want to do. It really doesn't have a lot to do with what he wants to do. And it's all about whether Mark Davis is going to step in and be like, yo, you can't trade him. I can't sell tickets to the Raider fan base without him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Because we know Josh isn't going to be here next year, right? So now you got Davante and Max, and that's it.
Well, also the way his contract is put together, we would owe a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make any sense for us to move on from the best wide receiver in the league and still pay a shit ton of money in the process of doing so. So real quick, you guys, I've said this a million times. He moved back home to the West Coast. He's originally from East Palo Alto. Family is stationed now. They set to go. They get to go watch his games now. He's not going anywhere. Davante Adams will be a Raider.
That human aspect, not to cut you off, is something that people don't really take into account when players are talking about where they want to play and how they want to stay and things like that. Like, this has been big for Davante.
Yeah,
his whole family gets to see him play on a weekly basis. This is a big thing for him. Nick
just said it. Yo, Davante's dad has a fear of flying, and now he lives in Las Vegas. The only way he can see him live, Davante is not leaving. It's bigger than football with Davante Adams. Yes, the guy wants to win football games. Yes, he wants to win Super Bowls, but guess what? He wants to do it in the silver and black. He is going nowhere.
And the piece too is real quick is that Mark Davis. Mark Davis is a guy who's notoriously been close to his players, especially his star players. Yeah. I think that our coaching staff will be out of here before Mark Davis allows Davante Adams to be traded.
Yeah, facts. Salute to John. We talked about it last night. Regardless of the QB, the O-line needs adjustment. Who and what are the moves? Van Rotten sits, Parham to center, Loom moves in. And we were going to talk about that. What's funny is, man, I forgot to put that actually on the thumbnail, because earlier I was going to do a coffee and convo, you guys, and I was going to talk about the blame game with Carmen Brasillo, because, wasted as much as I do, he has struggled this season, with pretty much the same O-line from last season.
I disagree.
Alex Barr's out, Greg Van Rotten in. One is better in pass pro. The other one's better in run blocking. And right now, Van Rotten looks terrible in both. So,
well, it all comes full circle. I remember us having who should be and who should make this team, and everybody said Alex.
You don't want Alex Bars, so look, you can go ahead and talk this shit all you want. I don't want.
Look, I'm not acting like Alex Bars is some like John Hanna or something like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is that I don't really think this is Carmen Basillo's fault at all.
Yeah.
I like, since when do we take the onus and the responsibility of players actually executing? Like, why is it always the coach's fault when these guys are bad? Yeah. Like when it comes to Greg Van Roten, the only mistake that was made was personnel wise. And I don't necessarily think a position coach is the one who makes the final call on who makes his team and who doesn't. And that's the biggest problem with this. Like, they went and tried to improve the O-line, right? So if you're going to go with that prism of improving, you're like, okay, left guards are a problem. Then you go and you draft somebody. Because if you draft somebody, this is a young guy that is going to get better and it's going to grow, right? By playing a 10-year veteran who's never been good in the National Football League, really, it's stupid. It just, the logic, it baffles me that they would think that a guy that was kind of pedestrian to begin with, and when he was on the Jets, I remember people were just saying that he's the reason why Zach Wilson isn't developing. He's getting Zach Wilson killed. And then you go and think that you can be the amazing Kreskin and turn this guy into a starting guard. He's a good backup, but he should never be a starter. And that's the biggest problem.
At this point, man, I'm all for bringing out Moody if need be, or moving. You know, we talked about this a million times, moving Loom to guard because he's struggling out there as well. These past few weeks, he's been getting beat up at tackle, and seeing what the young kid Mumford could do. You know what I mean? Moving forward, like I always said that I thought he was going to be our future right tackle, period. So go out there and give him some reps. You know what I mean? And if you got to move Loom in, look, it's a way better chance of Loom not getting those false start penalties at guard than at tackle.
And this is what I've been saying the whole time. And that's why I've been a big proponent of moving him inside. Now, for his pockets, it's not a great proponent for him because being a tackle is a lot more money than being a guard. Jamel Illuminor is a guy who reaches out to you guys have a really good relationship, and I root for the guy because he's very open.
Good dude.
I do root for him. I don't want to see him lose money, but for the sake of the Raiders, and if I'm being honest, he should be moved inside. Like, he plays better in there. I think he'd be an all-pro as a guard.
Yeah. And John, we shall see. I think they're going to run with what they have this year. They may tinker with it a little bit. I don't think Parham's going to get moved to center. They're going to run with Andre James this season, even though he's been getting dominated by bigger nose tackles. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think right now our main objective should be working on that right side. If you can kind of, move a few guys around, maybe. I watched some tape, and shout out to Sanjit. He dropped some stuff on Greg Van Roten the other day that was absolutely baffling, bro.
It was damning, bro. It made him look so inept.
Yeah,
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, he didn't look like a 10-year vet. I'll tell you that. And I love this running joke with everybody calling Wasted Hammer. Sub Docs and Hammer. That emergency alert should have been about McDaniels ruining the Raiders. I want Williams. He would cook that juicy. He would cook. Keep bringing that juicy content. I had to word it a little bit.
It sounded like he wanted something else that was juicy.
I had to change it up a little bit. Die Hard Raiders.
Listen. He's speeding. Pause and listen. If Hammer could ever dream to be as great as the great and powerful wasted talent, he better wake up and apologize because let me tell you something. It's like, nah.
Yeah. Salute to Junior, man. Scout for Real found Josh McDaniels' Twitter burner account. Yo, I got to go look at that, Junior. I haven't seen anything on that, but that would be absolutely. That's the new thing now, man. All these coaches and these players got burner accounts, and they be cooking each other, cooking the fans on there. I definitely, Junior, send that to me if possible, brother. I definitely want to see that. Salute to you. Salute to our brother Joe. As always, it's interesting that no announcement that Jimmy is back, even though it's already Wednesday. I think Tay's vocal support for AOC is weighing heavily on the discussion. Tay's words got power. FJMD. Now, I don't know if you've seen this also, Wasted, but this came out today as well. And he said that he was turning, he was making noise at practice. But today he said Adams is a big believer in rookie Aiden O'Connell. So, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to beat Jimmy G up any more than we've already have, but I've seen enough. You know what I'm saying? I would rather just let the kid go out there and rock out for the rest of the season. and you know what I mean, let Jimmy get his bag for the F and move on next year. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I actually really liked some of those reps that I seen there. Yeah, he struggled. He's a rookie. That's his first, you know, time in the NFL, really getting some real reps against some top level NFL guys, and he still looked fairly good. Yeah, the fumbles, you got to clean up the turnovers, but he made some cool plays out there, man.
But you know my problem with that, with the fumbles, you as a offensive genius, you got to scheme and call the game in a way where you know you got a rookie, max protect, stuff like that. Like Josh did him a real big disservice the way he schemed up that game, man. He just pretty much called the game like Jimmy or Tom Brady was under center.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, man. Like the pass protection should have been max protect. You should have been making sure that you had somebody to watch this kid's blind side so he can kind of get acclimated to the speed of the game. It's his first time against live bullets in the middle of the season, and you don't. So I don't really blame Aiden for that, really, to be real with you, because that's something that you need to learn, right? And then I look at this and I look at some of Peyton Manning's first games, and I remember when great quarterbacks start in this league. Now, you get some guys who hit the ground running like Patrick Mahomes, right? But you have other guys who they turn the ball over a lot their rookie season. Peyton Manning threw 20 interceptions his rookie season.
Yeah.
So
struggle mightily.
Look, my thing is this. I say you start this kid because we know that Jimmy Garoppolo at this point is going to get Davante Adams or one of these guys hurt the way he throws the ball.
Yeah, facts. Salute to Rube. There's been no update, but it's really early right now, you guys. We do have an additional day because of the Monday Night Football. So I will probably hear some more things tomorrow, Thursday, injury report, what the hell is going on with this team moving forward. But that is an interesting comment right there. Us running this much zone would fit him much better. This is facts. It'd be interesting to see that big body corner out there. He would definitely help this unit right now. Wasted like tremendously. Like face to man, I'm not going to act like he's the answer, but he can definitely go out there and give us some real live reps.
Yeah, man. Look, when we were talking about when they built this corner room, we were talking about archetypes. We were talking about, you can't have a bunch of 5'6.5" corners running around out there. And I know I'm exaggerating a little bit. And I just never could understand why they didn't go out and get some bigger guys. Now, that's the reason why David Long Jr., who looked like he wasn't going to make the squad, made it. Because if you see the way, I know he made some mistakes, but David Long Jr. out there can physically match up with some of the receivers that we're going against in the AFC West and in the National Football League. Yeah. I mean, I got an idea. How about take a flyer on Gary Connolly? He's getting healthy. Bring him in. Bring Con in, man.
Bring our guy back. Hey, biasness to the side. Bring our guy Con back, man.
Yeah, man. Like at least give him a freaking workout. I mean, listen, he was. If he could do nothing when he was here, he could cover.
Yeah,
he could cover, bro. And he's a bigger corner. Bring him in. Why not?
Salute to John. I like that. I'm gonna call Con and say, Wasted, give you the biggest. He gonna love that shit. Salute to John, man. Dude, the Peyton and the Eli Monday night broadcast is gonna be raw. If we shit the bed Monday night, I hope they bring Beast Mode back out on for that game. And I definitely would love to hear from him too, John, because his cousin Marcus Peters is out there. I got a story for you guys, and I'm very mad right now. I think I told Wasted this story, right? So last week in Vegas, I stay in my room Sunday night because I was completely just out of it, right? I have a missed call. I wake up the next day. I get back to Dallas. Marquette King calls me. He said, yo, Graphk, where were you at yesterday? I said, bro, I was in a room tapped out. He said, dog, I was trying to call you. Me, C. Wood, Beast Mode, and Marcus Peters were having some drinks and having some cigars. I was trying to get you over there to come rock with us. I said, motherfucker, bro.
Life of Graphk, man, I tell you.
Because that would have been a great, you know what I mean, just like a great conversation. Because now, I don't know if you guys seen it, but today it resurfaced with the whole, Marshawn Lynch not having Russell Wilson's phone number and them not really having a relationship and all that. It came out on the Shade, what is it, the Shade Room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely want to talk to him about that. But yeah, no, this is going to be a great, the Peytons they always do great work on Monday Night Football. I love listening to those guys, man. Yeah. I do. It's fun.
Manning cast.
Yeah, and they're surprisingly hella funny. Like they're surprisingly mad funny. So I definitely want to see it. Yeah, Graph L's in the chat. I got to hold that L, you
Yeah,
guys.
but guys, look, let's really just, look, I don't want to blow smoke up grass ass, but let's look at the year this guy's been having, right? The guy has become close personal friends with Charles Woodson, right? And because of that, I got to sit down and eat lunch with Charles Woodson and have a great conversation with him, right? A couple of times, right? We've met Charles.
Put the mails in the chat, y'all.
Yeah. So, all right, then the man goes out on a double date with Tim Brown and his wife. Then he goes to the Raider alumni party and having all these different conversations with every great Raider you could think of. Listen, I am sure he'll be fine. He's already had, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, man, whatever, bro. Like, you've already had the best year ever when it comes to this shit, man. Nobody can say that they've done that.
Capital
So
L.
you can have a click farm, or you can have, whatever amount of subscribe, whatever.
Capital L, man. I gotta hold that L, bro.
There's no L there, bro. You'll be all right. I'm sure the next time we're out there, it's gonna be something else. They're gonna be like, oh, wait, Bo Jackson's there too. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out. You'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, salute to the chat, man, for
Really,
making
bro.
like dog shit, and salute to my brother Wasted for making me feel better about missing out on a legendary dinner. Let me see, man. Real members of the nation. That's why the nation loves y'all. We appreciate you, Skylar. Quit flexing on us with your life grab. Hey, man, look, I'm just a regular dude, man. I'm just like y'all, bro. We just love this team. You know what I mean? We love this team.
Dude. He's like, yeah. So the other day when I was talking to Marcus Allen, right? I'm like, well, shut up.
You stupid, bro. Salute to Leon, bro. Deserves it all. I remember when he first started the channel. I appreciate you, Leon, man. Leon been around forever. Salute to Jerz. The content docs. Gotta say it one more time, bro. Salute to you and Wasted, man. Salute to Jerz, my dog. Hey, let's talk about this real quick. All right. So you put out a short earlier, right? About I'm just gonna read this specifically, okay? Khalil Mack, and shout out to RaidersBeat.com. I'm just reading it off of here. It was all over the place, but I chose to go to a Raider website. Khalil Mack contradicts Josh McDaniels, says the Raiders didn't give him special attention on Sunday, okay? McDaniels said about Mack after the game, he's a great player. There were a number of snaps where there were multiple people assigned to him and him only. And to be able to do some of the things that he did, I mean, I give him credit. Before I comment on what we did or didn't do, I have to see it on the film specifically, but he kept playing. He has a great motor. We jammed him, chipped him, hit him in the ribs. We did everything we could to try to disrupt him with another player. And we had a tackle obviously assigned to him as well. He had a great day. We were trying to put people over there on the right side for the most part where he was, and he did better than we did. Clearly, he had 6 sacks. So right here, you guys, shout out once again. And I know you read this also, Next Gen Stats. He had 6 sacks against us alone this past Sunday. Pressures, 10 pressures. Pressure rate, 28.6. QB pressure time, 10.9 seconds. And this is the problem right here, Wasted. And I want to get your feedback on this, right? Because I know you're going to go on a rant, and I'm going to love every single second of it. Double teams. He was only double teamed twice. That is 5.7% of the snaps that he was out there. So Josh McDaniels saying that he threw the kitchen at him. He was only double teamed 2 snaps, 5.7%.
He said a number of times. 2 is a number. So
it's
that semantics, that lawyer. Listen, dude, this guy is a devout coward. He never takes responsibility for anything, and that's why I've gotten off the Josh McDaniel train. I thought when Josh McDaniel came here, I said, you know what, this guy's a second-time head coach, and normally second-time head coaches do a lot better, right? I thought he learned. I thought he sat and watched and learned from his mistakes. But there's a personality trait that is preventing him from being successful.
Yeah.
It's not a knowledge thing. Yeah. It is a personality trait. And what winds up happening to him is that not only do you you got that right? Not down in the chat, you got that right. So not only do you lose credibility with the players, but you're gonna lose credibility across the league. Yo, yeah. He's relegating himself to a place where he can only go back to New England.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a complete joke. He looks like a complete joke, bro. And I think it's insulting to us. Like you got some people saying, oh, well, I seen like a fullback whiff on a couple of the blocks. Bro, that is not protecting people. That's not protecting that quarterback, bro. A lot of that, the times when they had that fullback out there, I don't even think the fullback's main responsibility was to pick up Khalil Mack.
No.
That's why they were whiffing.
For him to say they were chipping away, I've seen some people say that Jakob was out there chipping. I got to go back and watch the game. I watched the whole game to the watch party. Maybe I got to really break down the film. I didn't see too much of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Jakob whiffed. He whiffed like twice, and I seen him get mauled. And I don't necessarily know whether I think he probably was supposed to run a route or something and try to pick up a block because he saw a dude coming.
Yeah.
Like, oh, pause. Whew, terrible. Filthy work.
Nasty work in these streets.
But the thing is, when they talk about special attention, I mean, hell, they might as well gave Khalil Mack a blowjob. They just allowed him to do whatever they want, and it's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
At the end of the day, I think kind of wasted, kind of alluded to it. He did kind of say, a few, or whatever. He played it well. He worded it well, so it can kind of go either way. I'm still calling him a fucking liar, Wasted. He's a liar. Josh McDaniels is a liar. He's a liar. Salute to Darth, man. JMD will sign an ex-Pat before he signs Gregory. This is facts, bro. Salute to Darth Vader. Salute to my brother Ty on the 20-piece special as well. Salute Graphk and Wasted. Salute Nation. Everyone has been talking about QB this and that. I truly believe that if they fix the damn O-line and the D-line will be okay. Run some slants, etc., and get more pressure on the quarterbacks. Salute to Ty. And we're going to talk about that, bro, because right now, there's a guy out there that a lot of people are talking about. And I kind of joked and kind of trolled a little bit online. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're not going to sign Randy Gregory. The guy is 30 years old. My apologies. I think he has 1 sack on the season. He is struggling mightily this year. I don't see in any way, and right now it just came out a few hours ago also that he's not technically released yet. So Sean Payton is trying to trade him. With that contract, no one's going to pick it up. Let's just keep it a buck. So
that's one of the worst contracts going.
Yeah. But, they'll be on the hook regardless. I think they're going to owe him like $14 million in salary. But either way, they're going to cut him. I think personally he's going to end up back in Dallas. He'll probably end up back out here and be more of a rotational guy. But look, he was so overrated anyways. Like coming out of college, he never lived up to the hype. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see what he can do that a Malcolm Kuntz can't do, or that a Tyree Wilson, if we just allow him to just continue to get better week after week. Like, I don't think that Randy Gregory makes this defensive line better. I'd rather have a Isaac Rochelle and a Malcolm Kuntz out there. Like, me personally, and that may sound crazy, but it is. I'd rather have Byron Young on the edge, take him away from the interior of the defensive line, than have Randy Gregory out there. He's been absolutely ass this year. So me personally, you guys, I'm not doing it. How do you feel about Randy Gregory?
It depends, like how much money, right? Because like when you talk about Randy Gregory, you talk about a guy that really the idea of Randy Gregory is actually better than his actual production. Like Khalil Mack had some seasons in Randy Gregory's career last week. Mm-hmm. Randy Gregory, like his best year is 6 sacks.
Yeah,
that's his best year.
Yep, and not even that. All the injuries that's occurred, all the suspensions. I just think at this point, like, we already deal with enough bullshit in Las Vegas. The last thing we need is a Randy Gregory in our locker room.
But you know the funny thing is like, look, now weed is legal, right? So,
well, apparently, and I think I've seen Looney on here as well. Our resident Cowboys fan in the chat, and he even said that he deals with mental health issues and stuff like that. The last thing we need is another Chandler Jones situation. I'm sorry.
The way I look at it is, listen, if I can get the dollar value, great value Chandler Jones for like next to no money, I'm okay with that as long as we don't pay him, because like at this point, we need somebody to rush the passer to help us out there. He's a rotational piece at this point. He wants to come here. I wouldn't mind. The contract will have to make sense for me. Yes. Because there's not a lot of help out there for like pass rushers. Like when you talk about who we were going to bring in when the Chandler Jones thing first came up, it's not like would the Chandler Jones thing sting as much if he didn't make as much money? No, it wouldn't, because we would be like, you know what, man, all right, this guy's okay, get him out of here. It was like when Alden Smith, we didn't pay Alden Smith nothing. No. So we were pissed it didn't work because we wanted somebody on the other side of Khalil Mack. Mm-hmm. And that's the way I look at this. I feel like, why not? You know what I'm saying? The season is already careening off the cliff. If you can pay him next to nothing and get yourself 5 or 6 sacks, fucking why not?
I don't even think you'll get that, to be honest. And to be real, if you play Malcolm Kuntz more, I think you'll get those 5 or 6 sacks with the guy that's already existing on your team and a lot younger. You know what I'm saying? It's still on a rookie deal. But, I'm actually shocked that you would take a flyer on Randy Gregory, bro. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Me personally, I'm good.
I would take a flyer on him for like a nothing deal, though. I'm
talking once he's released, he ain't gonna really give. I mean, that next contract ain't gonna be shit anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, to me, bro, like anybody that has had some success in the National Football League that we can use as a rotational piece, that's a veteran, I'm willing to take a flyer on when it comes to the defensive line, because it's not at this point in the season. Now, say for instance, this was the beginning of the offseason. I'm saying no 10 times out of 10 on Randy Gregory. But at this point in the season, like, what are our options?
Yeah,
because some of the guys that like Kyle Van Noy, he's not available anymore. Like the guys that we think they should have probably brought in, they didn't. And
I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to have another head case. Chandler Jones, look at Tillery. And there's a lot coming out of LA that there was a lot of locker room friction with him there. That's why it led up to that point where he put that cheap shot on Herbert. So it's like I couldn't even imagine having Randy Gregory and Tillery in the same locker room. I don't want to have any more distractions.
So
it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it.
But was it tension with his teammates or tension because he was going home to play the Chargers?
What?
I'm talking about. We never talk about the tension from Jerry Tillery.
No, it was with the teammates. There was a podcast that came out where even Herbert, there was a tidbit of him saying something along the lines of, like, yo, like Tillery, like kind of like in a nutshell, don't quote me on it, but like he's a trip. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. there was some friction there, bro. Like there was a reason why Tillery hit him out of bounds like that.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. So it was with the other team. Listen, and you know what's funny? Unpopular opinion, right? The only thing I'm mad about with Jerry Tillery is that he didn't injure Justin Herbert. If you're gonna take a cheap out, at least knock him out of the game.
At least slam him on his shit, right?
Yeah. Because, like, bro, because I'm older, bro. I remember the way I feel about us being Raider fans, and we need to get back to this. Yo, start coloring outside of the lines. With us trying to be this homogenized version of an NFL team, it don't work any damn way. They still call us for bullshit penalties anyway. You might as well make it count.
I get that, bro, but like that play changed the dynamic of that game. Like
that was terrible,
bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, look, bro, the old school football that we know and love, it's all good. It's fair game, right? But at the end of the day, bro, we could have won that game. Like that put us in a, you know what I mean?
100%. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it at the right time and make it count.
Yeah.
And
if you're gonna shoot somebody, don't shoot them in the leg, bro. Like, just blow their brains out.
Yeah, something like that, right? Now you know I hate Tillery because of what he did last year. He caused us to lose the Rams game.
Yes.
Right. And I've always but he's a bum. But if he's gonna be here, like, yo, at least if you're gonna go and take a cheap shot, let it be against Justin Herbert and crack his sternum. Like, dude, break a rib while you're at it. Why don't you? Don't hit him with that little bitch ass push. And then now not only are you messing up the momentum of the game, but you didn't really do nothing to him. If you're gonna do it, crash into him like a fucking comet.
And you got Max Crosby, our superstar edge rusher, apologizing to him and saying that was wrong of Tillery. Like, you know, it's just that was just a bad play that affected that game so mightily that I just look. It is what it is. Salute to Lisa Dale, man. The moment JMD talked about Mac is all cap. Salute to our family. Salute to Junior. McDaniels burner sent on Insta. I don't know if it's real or not. I'm definitely gonna look it up right now, bro. I'm looking it up right now. Salute to Mr. Casual. JMD star edge rusher accounting is shit. And once again, Chandler, I don't know if you've seen it. He is on a rampage once again on Twitter today. He is back on there tagging Davante Adams, tagging Drake, tagging the most random people in the world. Tom Brady. It's an absolute shit story.
It's crazy, man. It's almost like he's on a celebrity scavenger hunt. Yo, this is bullshit. I gotta tag such an entertainer. This is some bullshit. I'm like, yo, what does an entertainer got to do with this?
I want to look and see what bro sent me real quick.
That motherfucker, he is tagging everybody, yo. He was like, listen, man, I need Shucky Ducky right now. Like, where in the hell is Shucky Ducky Quack right now? Like, why is he doing this?
Salute to bro, man. Salute to Junior. Raider Tom, I think this is what you're saying. One day he'll leave, talking about Josh McDaniels, and you're going to notice he wasn't the problem. We all know that the Raiders team was not a playoff team, and it was a miracle. And if Bisaccia was a really good head coach, why he didn't get any head coach interviews besides the Raiders won? People now know he was just lucky. When was the last time Raiders won a playoff game? One day he'll leave, and you're going to notice he wasn't the problem. I think this is just a troll. Junior, I don't think that's Josh McDaniels at all, to be honest with you. But it would be
maybe it might be a content creator who loves John Gruden. maybe
that could be it. Salute, man. Twos would have put him in. I put him out the game. This is facts, yo, Raider. They don't make them like they make twos anymore, bro. Factory. Salute to Yo Raider on the $2 donation. Salute to Savage. Lau would have been proud of Artillery. This is facts.
That's what I'm talking about, yo.
But in a different world, Wasted, we're showing how old we are, bro. We know how soft the NFL is now. And to put us in a jam like that, it's absolutely terrible, bro. We can't afford those dumb boneheaded penalties.
My thing is just make it count.
Yeah.
Don't go when you get it. No, you crash into him like a comet. You're a bum anyway. Get suspended for a couple of weeks. But it's the gift that keeps on giving to the Raiders. Yeah. Knock them out of the game.
Wasted having a moment right now. Laugh out loud. The old Raiders. Salute to Orlando. Factory, man. Everybody wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to both channels. We appreciate you guys. Hey, real quick too, man. Salute to everybody that's been buying Oak Las Vegas today. The love has been crazy this week. I just want to say salute to you guys. I put up a bunch of new gear. Hoodies. It is hoodie season. Hoodies are now available back on OakLosVegas.com. Go check them out. Salute to Ty. Y'all just reminded me of a movie, The Last Boy Scout. Truthfully, I laughed my ass off when Tillery knocked her. Bro, you remember when bro pulled a pistol out?
He's like, life's a bitch. I was like, that motherfucker, yo. His mouth was. Look,
I gotta go back and watch. That's one of my favorite football movies of all time, bro. I gotta.
You know why I love that movie too, though? Because Halle Berry was young, yo. Halle Berry was, she was smoking in that movie. She made me a man in that movie.
When is she not, bro? She was even bad.
Back in the day,
they made Holly look like shit in Monsters Ball, and she was still bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton slobbing all over and shit.
That hurt my soul.
That hurt my soul to see to see Bad Santa smacking that shit.
Hey, yeah, bro. God, that Billy Bob dirty ass, bro. Like,
I know. He just looked like he got. He
just looked like he got foot to mouth disease.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the fuck? Yo, Jimmy's back. Wins next 3. YouTube covering for 72 and 70. Who said we were covering for anybody? Oh, I see the name though. Jimmy MVP. Okay, I got it. But we didn't cover for anybody. We've been beating this whole line up. This whole show. Mm-hmm. Salute to Jimmy MVP. We're not holding out on Jermaine Illuminor. We're not holding on any of these guys. Hey, I want to ask you guys this too, real quick, because we had this debate on the phone, right? This is not Raider related, okay? So I said that my favorite show of all time is the Wayans Brothers, right? But I have a second favorite show, okay? And Wasted said, do you want to do this? Do you want to embarrass yourself on live? I said, yes, I do. I said, hot take. The Jamie Foxx show is better than Martin.
Bro, that's the coldest take in the world. Y'all, listen. If you're of a certain age, because Jamie Foxx show was a bad Martin knockoff. He was trying to do Martin. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. Martin Lawrence changed comedy so much in the 90s that everybody tried to do their bad Martin Lawrence impersonation, bro.
I love Martin. Don't get me wrong. Top 5 show.
Sit your ass down. It's no. Everybody said hell no. Hell.
I love Martin. Top 5 show ever in life, but I love the Jamie Foxx show.
Bro, you crazy as hell, man.
Hey, man, Jamie's that dude, bro.
Come on, stop it. Watch your mouth. Without a doubt. Graphk.
And you're right. I'm definitely getting cooked in the chat.
Graphk, you falling off, bro. You got to cut that out, bro. Yeah. Stop it.
Hey, I hate y'all, man. I really. There we go.
Raider Jim is the only one.
Let's go, Jim. Talk that shit.
That's your cousin. That's all, yo. Somebody boo Graphk right now, yo. Yo, even Halo in cooking you. Yo,
4K, my dog, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, Jamie is legendary, bro. Let me see. Halo says Martin all day. Grab. Look, Chappelle show is there too. It has.
Right. But that's the sketch comedy show. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Like
Living Color is definitely there as well.
Chappelle show is the shit. Come on, bro. Yeah.
Straight up.
Of course. But this guy, thank you. Somebody boo this man.
Yo, salute to the chat, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button on both channels, man. So, all right, moving forward, man. It's been slow in the news outside of this drama that everyone always wants to create on Twitter and Instagram and all that, because right now nothing's being really reported yet, right? It's been slow motion. Monday night, extra day. We'll start seeing some news start flying these next few days. I want to ask you, man, like moving forward, we got Green Bay, a young team. Jordan Love has looked good. They got Aaron Jones back. They got some guys on that defense. Jair Alexander, Rasul Douglas, Rashawn Gary.
This is cold, bro.
Yeah, they got some guys over there, man. Let me ask you, man, what are some of your and let me first ask you this: does Jimmy G play this Monday?
Yeah, I think Josh McDaniels is on the road to nowhere. Like he's a guy, if he has total autonomy, I think he likes to show everybody that his scheme reigns supreme over the actual players. And I know that sounds really harsh, right? But it's that Belichickian kind of way where he feels like the scheme is the most important thing and the players are subjective. Like, and with Belichick, it works, right? Because, and this is the one thing that people don't think about. And I think I spoke about this a couple of days ago. With Bill Belichick, you got to look at the groundwork that was laid before Bill Belichick even got there. Bill Belichick was a defensive coordinator for Bill Parcells on a team that went to a Super Bowl and lost to Brett Favre. Then Bill Parcells left and Pete Carroll took over. And even though the Patriots weren't great, that's Pete Carroll, and they weren't a bad team. And they won like 10 games. And a lot of the players that Bill Parcells drafted when Bill Belichick was the defensive coordinator there were there.
Yeah.
Willie McGinnis and Teddy Bruschi and Lawyer Malloy and Ty Law, all these guys were there. So Bill already had the ingredients to institute that kind of hard coaching style because those guys came into the league under his mentor, Bill Parcells.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have with the Patriots is something that runs itself. You can bring them into that culture, and the culture goes from the top down, and Tom Brady always made it easy for them to do this little thing that they do. But here, singularly, we've had so much bad football played over the last 30 years, bro. You can't afford to treat players like they're not human beings, right? You can't just come in here and try to treat players like they're these avatars because we've had such bad draft history over the last 10 years. The cupboards are bare here. Like other teams have backups on backups on backups. We kind of have what they brought in and some rookies. So for me, it's like, dude, you can't just treat this like, oh, listen, he runs my system better. No, dude, who athletically is better? Because Aiden O'Connell at this point in his career is athletically better than Jimmy Garoppolo, and he's going to give you a better chance to win. Even though he doesn't know the offense as well, you have weapons that you're not even able to use. He has a bazooka in Davante Adams, and you don't even have the projectile to fire off. Davante Adams isn't Davante Adams if you're not really able to open them up. And what Jimmy Garoppolo's doing is he's locking in on him and just throwing it short and throwing it and throwing it and throwing it to where everyone else can't eat. It just
Hey,
go ahead, man.
No, real quick. I had to pause you real fast because you was wilding. Real quick, the Packers. Yeah, you said open up Adams and all kind of shit. It was crazy. According to ESPN's Rob Demowski, the Packers had multiple starters practicing on Tuesday, including cornerback Jair Alexander, tight end Luke Musgrave, and wide receiver Christian Watson. Cornerback Eric Stokes returned to practice, signaling the start of the 3-week window to remove him from the PUP list. So that's an interesting name to keep an eye on, Eric Stokes. Also, a surprising name that was on the list was left guard Elston. I forgot how to say his name. It's like Elston Jenkins. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. He missed the previous 2 games due to a sprained MCL, but many expected him to be out until week 6. It looks as though he may be playing Monday night. So keep an eye on that. It's not for sure, though, you know what I'm saying? But his return to practice on Tuesday is a notable thing to keep an eye on. Also, backup Royce Newman. Let me see. Okay, never mind. Newman earned the lowest PFF grade against the Lions, allowing 5 pressures and 1 sack. Okay, we want to be facing Royce Newman. That's the guy we want to be facing at the guard position.
It's not looking like that.
No.
Everybody gets healthy and they give us their best game. You would think we won a Super Bowl last year. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, real quick, you guys, the Raiders and Packers, we'll do this real quick. We're going to do another show later on. But the Packers are the favorites to defeat the Raiders in prime time, according to BetMGM NFL odds. They have us. I think the spread is Packers -2.5. Moneyline Packers -130. Raiders +110. The over-under is 44.5. And a lot of these guys that are actually doing their predictions, a close game, 23-18, 24-19, 22-17. It looks as though the Packers offense is kind of struggling too. But they're keeping us under 20 for the fifth straight game. How do you feel about that, man?
I feel like that's accurate. You know what I mean? Until Jimmy Garoppolo can exhibit that he can play a clean, mistake-free game, it's hard to score over 20 points when, you know, your defense is a bend don't break defense. You don't have the opportunities to get in the ball back, and then you're not maximizing those opportunities by turning the football over and constantly giving teams like great field position. The thing is this, man. When you talk about Vegas, right? Vegas has us slotted to be like 3-14. So we're probably going to be dogs for the rest of the season. Probably only other time we're not going to be dogs is at home versus Denver. But we're going to just get used to us being dogs. You know what I mean? Like I mean, from a gambling perspective, but for like a football perspective, Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't looked right all season. The first game of the season was an aberration, but for the rest, since he got knocked around in Buffalo, he hasn't been right. And if he's playing, I don't think we're winning.
Yeah. Salute real quick to Chili Man, my dog. I don't care if we go on the street to the big game and win. Fire McDaniels, trade DA, draft Caleb, offer Riley a contract he can't say no to, keep Max and Hobbs, and move forward and set Vegas on fire in a good way. Salute to Chili Man. And, you know, at this point, Chili, you don't have to get rid of DA, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have to. If you can keep him around, I mean, that's a great receiver to have for a star quarterback in Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. We got some young guys. We still got Hunter. We got Jacoby. We got Trey Tucker that Caleb can cook with if he became a Raider. But, I mean, look, man, DA is going to be a Raider for the foreseeable future, man. He's not going anywhere. I see a lot of people. It mixed reviews also with Lincoln Riley a lot. Yeah,
Lincoln Riley is definitely not a guy that I want to see here. I want to see somebody that comes from an NFL coaching tree, bro. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, facts. Salute on Intel, man. With the $100 special, man. Salute to you, brother. As always,
bang, with the bang, like we got a copy off of Mitch.
Yeah,
I got Intel with the.
Salute to Intel, man, on a $100 special. Our brother, man. Salute. Let me see real quick, man. Intel was the GOAT, dog. There was another comment that I seen on here that I was trying to bring up. DA is retiring a Raider. Negative people. Yeah, this is facts, Primos. He said Intel said bang. Yeah, we're gonna start stealing Mitch's shit, bro. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, listen.
And that went to your channel, Wasted. So King 510 says start chugging, Wasted. Facts. Knock that coffee back or something, bro. Coffee and combo. Salute to our brother Intel, man. On the
so I had no idea, bro. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, salute. As always, and like I said before, I'm gonna put that up there, man. Intel is the GOAT. Let me see. He said, damn, dog. He said, Mitch Manscape is great. Daniel says the Mucinex loogie.
Yo, shout out to Mitch and Chugs, though, man. Those are dogs, man.
Factory.
Bro, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing, man. But look, man, until Josh McDaniels and this team can show me that they can put together a game, I'm not gonna come on here and just cap and say that we're gonna win just because I love this team. You know what I mean? Like it's getting to the point where this is a trend. Like this guy has lost, I think like he has 11 one score games. He's lost like 8 of them.
Yeah.
So like bro, that's not a coincidence, bro. That's a trend.
No, facts.
That's a trend. So it's like, because we haven't been getting blown out a lot. there's something with Josh where he overthinks himself in tight situations, and maybe he personally doesn't have it. Look, everybody says that the players got to execute better, and I'm not taking the onus off of the players. The players definitely have not been executing. But when it comes to those things like down and distance, should I kick? Should I not? Should I punt? Should I not? Timeouts, just, overall play calling and structure and bad situations or in late game situations, those things are coaching issues. And these are the things that Josh McDaniels is not good at, and he probably should be at this point in his career. And I don't understand why he is not.
Hey, Severe, definitely Ben Johnson. That's the guy that I would want as the head coach moving forward, period. That's my number one option if we do move on from Josh McDaniels, which we won't. Salute to Black Sunday. Yeah, we just talked about that, brother. I don't believe it, man. I don't think that Josh McDaniels has time to be on the internet defending himself. I'm gonna be honest.
If he do, fire him.
Yeah, facts.
Because he better be watching film to get this thing right here.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Check to see if that account responded to anything Chandler Jones put out there. Then maybe we can go from there. Salute to Timmy. Do you guys think this offense can flip a switch and start cooking, or have we seen enough to assume this is as good as it gets due to McDaniels? I'm gonna be honest with you, Timmy. At this point, I'm not as optimistic as most. I know we started off the season high on this offense, thinking that top 5 paid. It was, these guys can shake up the NFL. Now we have a middle of the pack defense, and now we have a terrible offense. They got to show me, brother. I don't look. The O-line is not holding up. The QBs don't have enough time to throw the football. Josh Jacobs is getting absolutely destroyed in the backfield. It's just the QBs are missing wide open receivers. I was looking at some of the film that Big Mike and Andy were breaking down tonight. Salute to them. There was a few times where Michael Mayer was open in the middle of the field, couldn't get him the football. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Renfrow available, couldn't get him the football. So we're just struggling mightily all around the board on the offensive side of the board. I'll be honest with you, Timmy. I just want to see some type of improvements. Everything's not going to change overnight. You know what I mean? The offense is struggling. The running game is struggling. I just want to see some type of improvement. Let's just get over 20 points, and then we can talk. That's just kind of where I am right now. I don't think that they're going to just turn the page and put up 34, 40 points. You know what I mean? I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, what do you think about that, Wasted?
Yo, I don't either, man. I tend to agree with you, because the thing is, you can have all of the weapons in the world, but you're not putting them in the best, scenario to be successful. Yeah. It's just even from the flow of the game, the way that they're calling some of these plays, it's very all over the place for me. Yeah. I think that, to be honest with you, and I've been saying this all season, I think Josh McDaniels shouldn't be calling the plays. He really shouldn't. He needs to focus on officiating and being a head coach, because he's probably so caught up in calling the game, and that's what he's always done. He's always been the offensive coordinator. He's more of an offensive coordinator than a head coach. In the head coaching aspect of things, he is struggled. He's very good at scheming up things to get people in space, but I think he needs to hand off to Mick Lombardi, man. I really do.
I would love it at this point. Salute to Q, man. Yeah. I got to put them smarten up t-shirts, bro. We got to get some smarten up t-shirts on the site, man. But nah, he said, is that really JMD's burner? It needs to be shown to Mark Davis so we can know to smarten up. Salute to Q. Salute to Black Sunday once again. I don't even get my hopes up for AOC. Josh McDaniels is stuck in his ways and will never change. Jimmy G is QB1 as long as he's here. And I agree with you. I don't think, unless Jimmy's hurt again, I don't think we ever see Aiden O'Connell out there again this season. But knowing Jimmy G, he'll
be hurt. He'll be hurt again. The way he looks, bro, and I know maybe this is just me knowing his history. Every time he drops back to pass, I'm like, oh man, here it comes. I don't know if that's the way you guys feel, but that's the way I feel. Every time I see that pocket closing in on him, or when he runs, I'm like, I cringe because I don't know if he's gonna get up, man.
Yeah, no facts. You ain't never lied, bro. Also, apparently that account got deleted. Shit crazy, but you never know, man. There's a million trolls out there, y'all. So I'm gonna pump the brakes on if that's Josh McDaniels or not. Salute to 76. AOC spread the ball around better. Give the kid a full week of practice reps and see if he's better. He didn't look great, but he responded like a pro. And I love the way he conducted his business on the podium as well after the game. He handled himself like a professional, like a mature athlete that's been there before. You know what I mean? That's what you want from your rookie quarterback, a guy that placed some of the blame on himself, said he missed out on a few plays. He definitely did exactly what I would want from my young guy at the podium. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but just
like
on the football field, to me, was what was more telling about him. The way that he just kept getting up. He didn't look rattled. He kept playing. He kept looking downfield. He kept standing tall in that pocket. He didn't get flustered, to a point where I'm like, damn, he's comfortable in this pocket, bro. He's not even trying to run or step up. He's trying to stand in there and deliver the football. That's what I've always wanted from our previous quarterback. I loved what I saw about him. And once he starts to process faster, he's going to be all right, man.
And you know what's crazy, man? There's 3 really bad offenses in the NFL right now. And I think the Saints are the only offense that's worse than ours right now.
Yeah, and the Patriots are right above us.
Patriots are right there, too. Those 3 teams are reeling.
Like a holy trinity of shit.
Yeah, the holy trinity. And think about it. 2 of them are Bill Belichickians. It's Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick with a former Raider, Lane Kiffin. Or no, I'm sorry, Dennis Allen.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. 1A, 1B. So that's crazy to think that all the 3 worst offenses in the league like have some type of connection to what we got going on.
Yeah, man, it's almost like bad football gematria. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, well, at least the football gods, just said, okay, the Raiders are going to be terrible. Guess what? The Saints are going to be terrible too. Salute to our brother John, man. He won the first 6. Oh, you know what's funny? I was going to read that comment. My apologies, John, because that was a great comment. He won the first 6 with Denver while filming opponents practice and then went 3-24 after that. He is now a whopping 18-31 lifetime, 7-24 as a Raider coach. Bye, Felicia. That's crazy, bro.
Man, he might be the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? He might be. Because how's this all going to look if, we have a chance to take Penix or Caleb Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not a proponent. I want the Raiders to win every week, but I'm a realist, and what I see, I don't see his approach to things getting any better. We gave this thing a chance. We're gonna keep saying this because this is the one thing that people have been saying to myself and Graphk on Twitter, because we were the guys that were the standard bearers for supporting this new regime. Because if you're a fan, you want to see it work. You want to be optimistic. I want to give you solutions to why it could work. I'm not going to come on here and tell you it can't work. And you got guys on YouTube that I look, man. I don't come on here talking about. I don't watch anybody else, to be real with you.
It is what it is.
But what I would tell you is I hear people say, well, hey, man, I told you so. I told you so. And I said this a couple of days ago. Dude, you are not hitting on nothing prolific if you tell me before a season that the Raiders are going to be bad.
9 out of 10 times you're going to be right.
Yeah, man. Fucking 9.5 out of 10 times, man.
Yeah, facts.
Salute
to 11, man. JMD needs a quarterback that challenges him to say, I'm not throwing it, we're running it, or even just an audible to run. And this is facts. All of his success came from Tom Brady throwing shit at him. Like, think about this. Tim Tebow or whoever the hell he had, right? DC, all these other guys. He needs a quarterback that's going to challenge him. I definitely agree with you, 11. Salute to you on that fire comment. Salute to Lord Buddy Bear, our guy. Giants offense is pretty bad too. This is facts because that O-line is historically terrible. Like I don't think I've seen an O-line look that bad in a long time.
And there's a lot of draft picks on that O-line too. Andrew Thomas, bust with a capital B. He is looking like baby Leatherwood.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is running for his life. I know you like to call him Vanilla Vic. He's not even having any time to be Vic-esque.
Yeah. No, that's Vanilla Hit Stick now. He's getting trashed.
Vanilla wafer. Shit.
Yeah, for real.
Look, highlight, man. Josh McDaniels is an OC hire. That's not going to happen, highlight, because his ego wouldn't allow him to take to take a step down. At the end of the day, you have the Raider job. If you don't get your shit together, you're out of here. New England's the only option for him. It's not going to happen. But I would love a defensive-minded head coach. Highlight, I definitely would. I know that this is an offensive game now. The NFL is like you look at Kansas City, you look at Buffalo, you look at Philadelphia, these teams that could put up a massive amount of points, but they also have respectable defenses. You know what I'm saying? like, but I would love to have it's been so long since we've had a defensive-minded head coach. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, Jack Del Rio was defensive-minded.
At 12-4.
I mean, bro, I don't care about that. Like, I want my coach first, whether he's on the offensive, defensive side of the ball, to be a leader of men first and foremost. I think that's the problem with this.
Yeah.
this guy is schematically, people say he's a good coach, right? But as far as being a people person and a leader of men and somebody who can galvanize people, I think that piece of head coaching has been kind of washed away. And if you really look at it, like guys like Bill Parcells was that coach that would come in there and give you that play or, a trick play every now and again, to win a game and to be gutsy, to have that kind of moxie. He wasn't a guy that had this great expansive playbook. Yeah. He didn't. Like, whatever happened to head coaches being good head coaches and hiring the right guys on both sides of the ball to officiate over that side of the football?
There's one quarterback on this roster right now that knows this system more than anybody, and it's time, you guys. It is time to put in Jacoby high-stakes Myers at the quarterback one position and let him go out there and cook. Salute to Gio. Yo, I can't even get excited for Monday Night Football. It's only week 5, and I feel like it's been the longest season. Facts. Bad omens with the holdout. Chandler thing, come on, man. Salute to Gio on a $5 donation. Facts, bro. It's been definitely a struggle, bro. Salute to Black Sunday. AOC wasn't great, but you can't tell me he didn't drive us down the field that last drive and was going to tie the game up until Josh McDaniels called some BS. Facts. And not only did he call some BS, but he also called that play the previous series. So he's just at this point, very, very, very predictable. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to this offensive guru that can call plays and make shit out of nothing? Like, it's like at this point, Wasted, the guy is predictable. Like that's insane to me. That's insane. Like, to sit here and say Josh McDaniels, this guy that's won all these championships as an offensive coordinator. And I used to look at New England and the way they ran that offense, like, man, I wish we had one of these type of O's. Yeah. Now we have a guy that drew up the X's and O's over there, and it looks totally opposite. And we were talking about this yesterday. And Swaggy also sent a super on this. It's all Tom Brady. It's not Bill Belichick. It's not Josh McDaniels.
That's been solidified, bro. That's been solidified, bro. It is definitely the Tom Brady. Tom Brady, man, has moved up a notch in the rankings. Yeah. Like, to be honest with you, the quarterback that I enjoyed watching, like, selfishly, like, wasn't my quarterback, that I think is the best day in and day out player, regular season in the history of the league, is Peyton Manning.
Oh, yeah.
I loved watching Peyton Manning play.
Him and Michael Vick were my two favorites to watch.
Peyton Manning was a guy I loved to watch. You know what I mean? But look, man, and I like watching Aaron Rodgers too. Aaron Rodgers is great, right? Mm-hmm. But bruh, Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, man. And it's sad that his greatness wasn't really appreciated.
Yeah. Facts.
People used to give his greatness to Bill Belichick. And now you see how that's working out for everybody. And he's going to improve this point.
He said, start Renfro at QB.
Look, start somebody. But bro, at this point, man, and I don't want to come on here and be like super negative and, kick these guys when they're down. The thing about the reason why I'm losing my patience is because the little things last year that everybody was saying was just something because, they're not executing. We got to learn how to win. It's like, bro, these people have been in your system. They know your system. Yeah. Now it's you, bro. It's you. And so like, yo, there are other players that are no longer here that people were saying it was them, right? And the problem with this football shit is that people think it's one or the other. Sometimes when it comes to things like this, it's a little bit of both. Yeah. It's a little bit of both, man.
I think that Josh McDaniels kind of had a coming to terms kind of moment though. When he seen Aiden throw that pick, if you've seen him in his body language on the sideline, it looked as though he was disappointed in Aiden, but I think he realized, and I could be wrong. Maybe hopefully he had a moment like a coming to God moment type situation where you know what I'm saying, like where it was like, you know what, man, this is me. I shouldn't have had the kid, throwing the football with the game on the line. When you have the last year's leading rusher out there and you got 4 downs. You're in 4 down territory. There's no reason to have Aiden O'Connell throwing the ball like that. There's no reason for it. You know what I mean?
The problem with Josh McDaniels is, had he came to the press conference and said that, yeah, I wouldn't have went nuclear on him. Yeah. The fact that he didn't take accountability for it and start talking about and pointing out everyone else.
You have to protect the football.
You gotta that's my problem with it all, bro. That's such bullshit. he shouldn't have even been put in that situation.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And since he's been here, this person has to do something better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I need to do a better job. Yeah, but. So what he does is he insulates himself for 4 things that the players did wrong, and then he'll say, I need to do a better job. No, what should be first and foremost and paramount to your thoughts is that I fucked up.
Yeah.
I need to fix this. And we're losing all these close games because of me mismanaging the clock, me calling the wrong play, me putting people in the wrong situation to be successful. That is the difference in the margin of error, because they didn't build a bad football team. And it's not like we're getting blown out.
No.
We've had so many 1 touchdown games and 1 score games. It's ridiculous in the last few years. And that's
back to last year. Like Josh McDaniels has actually fielded a competitive team. It's just they can't figure a way to get, to get out of their own way. You know what I mean? But now we're realizing, like last year, right? We can always say, well, he doesn't have the quarterback for his system. It's just not working. DC doesn't fit in the scheme. Well, we moved on from him. You ain't got Jimmy G, a guy that comes from it, and he's still terrible. Like right now, leading the league.
So is this team shit, or is the scheme shit, or is the coach? And that's what that is. At the end of the day, right?
That D line, and I don't want to cut you off real quick. That D line is starting to add a little bit more pressure as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Merrick is starting to show out. These players are starting to kind of come into their own a little bit, and Josh is still the problem. Merrick, this is the Merrick that we've been asking for. That ball hawk from TCU, right? That could have had 2 picks last week, but he dropped one. Boot on his hand. I'll give him a little leeway, right? Then you look at Jacorian Bennett, who's a rookie, who's coming in and thrown into the fire. And yeah, he's had a few penalties that shouldn't have been called on him, but I actually like what Jacorian Bennett is looking like. And then we've been asking forever, let's just get a linebacking core. Why are we struggling? We actually we're fielding a pretty good linebacking core. Divine has struggled, wrapping up a little bit, tackling high. You know what I mean? But he's been all over the place. Spillane's been all over the place. It's like now we're getting all these pieces and we're still not unlocking our full potential because Josh McDaniels is the one now that is in the way of it. He is
now the one in the way. And that look, I don't want to come on here and try to apologize for him. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not, my credibility would be shot if I said that it's not him.
It's him. Clear.
It is definitely him. The one thing I want to do before we move, right, and just the transition, I got to give a shout out to Robert Spillane for knocking the Sonic rings out of Keenan Allen.
Love it.
It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hit.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, love it.
We need more of that, Robert Spillane.
Yeah, and shout out to Jakob, too, for absolutely destroying one of those charges on that special team where DeAndre Carter ran, I believe, to like the 40, 50-yard line on that punt return. Absolutely cooked that boy. Salute to Highlight. First-year rookie head coach over JMD, but who leads? And Highlight, I don't know at this point. To be honest with you, we don't know what guys are coming out of the collegiate at the collegiate level this year. We don't know. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Like Lincoln Riley has a big contract at USC. Dion has a big contract at Colorado. We don't really know who's coming up yet.
Nobody, like, for us, right? It would be irresponsible for us to bring in a college coach. You name me the last college coach that's been successful in the NFL, and don't say Pete Carroll because he was an NFL coach a lot longer than he's at USC. Yes. So who's the last guy that's come into the NFL and really made his mark as an NFL coach? Name him, because it always works out bad.
Yeah,
Kelly and what's the kid that
is right back at UCLA now? Like he came out to Philadelphia, had the dream team. Remember, it was the whole dream team thing.
All of these dudes.
Yeah.
Look, Steve Spurrier going back. Like, I do not want no college coach. Yeah. Give me a young coordinator who's been around the National Football League. Ben Johnson. He is the guy for the job, and a lot of teams are going to be looking his way. And guess what we have that a lot of these loser teams don't have? The Davante Adams of the world, the Max Crosbys of the world. And we're going to have an owner that's going to say, if Josh McDaniels isn't his guy, and I do believe that Josh is going to be here for another year. I hate to shit in everybody's cereal, but he's going to be here another year. But Mark has everything to pitch. No state tax, the new stadium, everything. Ben Johnson is the guy to go get if Mark Davis moves on from Josh McDaniels. I'm sorry. Bro, it's funny. All these guys are saying Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh was an NFL quarterback.
Mhm.
Jim Harbaugh was a coordinator for the Raiders. He was on our staff first before he got the job at Stanford.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh is not just a guy who was never in the league. I'm talking about some of these guys were never in the league. I don't want some Johnny come lately coach, bro. I'm cool. I need somebody that's been around the NFL, man.
Hey, Silverback, this is facts. People don't realize, and a lot of people are not talking about, Aiden O'Connell was a rookie being down 24-7 at the half. For him to fight back at the end of the game the way he did, you have to give that kid his credit. You know what I mean? Yeah, we are all hyping him up because we're excited about having a rookie quarterback. We're hoping that we have our future sitting on the bench, right? And to see his first action and him struggle like that, I'm going to be real with you. I think a lot of us we put too much on AO's shoulders. That's the kind of games you expect to see. I don't know if you guys remember watching DC in 2014. He struggled too. He struggled mightily. It took a year or two for him to come into his own and become that MVP candidate that he did in 2016. It took some time. We can go back when we were 1-10 at one point.
We were 1-11 when he finally got the first win against
Chiefs. Thursday Night Football. There you go. So yeah, man.
I was at DC's first start in Giant Stadium against the Jets.
Yeah.
You know, I was there, you know, and we had a chance to win that game. We lost it late.
Yeah, facts.
It was a lot of that when DC was a rookie, but I was okay with it.
Salute to Chili, man. Raider Nation feelings are all over the place. Graphk and Wasted, appreciate what you fellas do for the Shield. Hammer 2, love, respect, and blessings to you and your fam. Keep pushing. Our brother, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Salute to my dog, Chili, man. Been around forever. Salute to my guy. Salute to XM. Do y'all think Jarrett Stidham could have started? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, XM, I would have rather kept Stiddy around another year because he already knew the system than go out and get the likes of a Jimmy G. Me personally, because of the durability issues, you know what I'm saying? And then he's cheaper. It's a cheaper option. He's getting paid $5 million this season to sit on the bench in Denver right now. Like, that's an inexpensive option. We could have matched that and said, stay here and be our starter. You know what I mean? Like, I would have brought Stidham back. Definitely. I loved how he looked against that Niners defense. I know he kind of came back down to earth against the Chiefs in the last week of the season, but I would have kept him around. A guy that knows the system. And that's the reason why you went out and got Jimmy G, right? Outside of him being a proven winner and all that other thing, you went out and got a guy that knew the system. I would have kept Stidham around. Definitely. Salute to you on a $2 donation. Shout out to my dog Hawk, man, as always. Love how Tay defended Aiden, and that shows that Aiden can ball because Tay never said that about rookie Jordan Love. I don't remember him saying anything about Jordan Love. I'd have to go back and look, but I don't remember him saying anything. But you're right. He knows AO4 got set up badly. Salute to my dog, Mike. Say that name fast, and you got to pause yourself. Let me see. Salute to Black Sunday once again on the $5 donation. It's even more frustrating because not only do we have to overcome the shit play calling and bad time management, which clock management has been a problem, Wasted. A problem. This is 2 weeks in a row where this dude did not play the clock well at all. That Pittsburgh game was infuriating. And then watching this last game, it was absolutely just stunning the way you wouldn't know that Josh McDaniels has been in the league that long.
So there are a few things that are a little weird to me, right? The allocation of resources and the way that they get rid of and sign said resources on this team and clock, like things that are like academic. That's the reason why, like, when they brought the supposed Patriot way over here, I thought stuff like this wasn't going to be an issue anymore.
Yeah.
And it's pissing me off because I feel like Joe Bugle's the head coach of the team. I feel like no disrespect. And, Hugh Jackson was a good coach, right? Hugh Jackson would do some weird shit, but Hugh Jackson never used to do shit like this, right? And it's like the only thing is in the front office, they're doing some Hugh Jackson kind of shit. Like you bring Chandler Jones in because you had a relationship with it. This reminds me of the Carson Palmer deal, right? And then you having players that you can get things for that you don't. And I'm a little concerned, bro. I'm a little concerned if this thing keeps careening the way it is. I'm not necessarily sure if I want these guys making the decisions for us because they're not good with the clock or players.
Yeah. Salute to Lucky, man. What's up, my guy? Sorry I'm late. I'm at work. I'm running in now. What did I miss? Lucky, we talked about, we'll give you a brief summary, bruh. We talked about, Josh McDaniels pretty much lying about, him putting extra bodies on Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack said that it wasn't even that wasn't the case. So, we talked about that. We talked about a little preview of the Green Bay game. We didn't really touch on that. We'll wait later on into the week to really break that game down. But we also talked about Randy Gregory, him being released from Denver. It looks as though he hasn't been released completely. They're trying to trade him. No one's going to pick up that contract, especially with the production he's brought up. And he's 30 years old, injuries and all that. And then we talked about Tay doubling down also, stating that he wants to be a Raider, point blank, period. What you laughing about, bro?
Nah, I'm just laughing about Randy Gregory. I'm like, yo, Khalil Mack just had his best season in one game. His best season in sacks is 6. Yeah. Khalil Mack had that in one game.
In one game, bro.
That is disgusting work.
What does Mick Lombardi do? Let him call one game. He called one, I believe, in preseason. It was the Dallas game.
Yeah, he looks like Bobby's World. That's what he does for a living.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't read that, Black Sunday. Salute to 11, though. He did call the Dallas game, but he hasn't gotten a chance to really coach Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs, the stars. Salute. I didn't read that last part. We get fucked over by the refs. This is facts. I mean, that's just something that any Raider fan that's been doing this forever already knows what time it is. I mean, it's clear, bro. Like Jacoby got hit, got hit with a brutal call on us, right? 15 yards. Keenan Allen does the same thing to Tyree Wilson. No call. Did you see that? Wasted?
Yeah.
No call. It's the same shit, bro. Like I just don't understand. Like at some point, right? Al's no longer here. Like at what point does that stigma just get off of us, or is it just going to be there for life? Is it going to always be us versus our opponent in the refs? Because at some point it's like, dude, look, Mark is running this team now. They got some Patriot guys in here that are controlling the room. What is the issue? Like, why are you still playing it? Like, why are you still against us? I truly don't. I think Al really left the most nastiest stint.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, Graph's computer just died right now. It wasn't just Al Davis leaving a stain on the people at the top of the league. It was the fact that during the history of this, when you see who the lawyers were for the National Football League during the Pete Rozelle days, the lawyer for the National Football League was Paul Tagliabue. And then Paul Tagliabue's lawyer was Roger Goodell. So there's some histrionics, be honest. There are people that have been in this league a long, long time. And that's the reason why. So from the top down, you have people who have intimate knowledge of dealing with Al. And Al was a demon, man. He was a demon with them. He pissed them off. And I'm telling you right now, some of the things that we've done going our own way all the time, the owners and the people in the league still have ill feelings towards the Raiders. Now, a lot of what's going on too, we're shooting ourselves in the foot a lot of the times, man. We've been shooting ourselves in the foot for a long time because when you have a lack of talent on some of these teams and you have a lack of discipline and you have bad football coaches, you know what I mean? You get these things. You know, you get these things. And that's really the crux of this, man. Guys, I don't have control of the chat. I think Graph's computer died, man. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. JP Lacassi said, what do you think about Rex and Rob Ryan as head coach and defensive coordinator? That would be great. That would be great. The problem is, for me, man, you know, Rex Ryan right now has a cushy job at ESPN. Rob Ryan is a consultant. How do you make that change? How do you make that whole thing work with the Ryans coming in and taking over in the middle of the season? I don't think it makes any sense. Now, if it's at like in the offseason, am I picking Rex and Rob Ryan to be the head coach of the team? No, I'm not. Graphk, what's going on, man? Graphk is in the Blair Witch Project right now. It is great to see him right now. Booger no nose ring. Booger no nose ring. Graphk, are you back? Yeah, they said Graphk froze like a stripper. No, listen, he was unceremoniously booted for his take on Jamie Foxx and Martin. Yo, but my God, Rex said on Get Up, give me $5 million and I'll go back to coaching. Thing about Rex is, man, look. Yo, Rex is a good rah-rah guy. He's a leader. He's a guy people can get behind. The thing with Rex is Rex needs to have a great offensive coordinator, and Rex needs a great young quarterback that he can allow to do his thing. I wouldn't mind having Rex Ryan as our coach if we had that quarterback. I can't have Rex Ryan coaching this team with Jimmy Garoppolo as our quarterback. I can't have that. Now, say for instance, by some stretch of the imagination, we wind up with Caleb Williams. I'd love to have Rex as our quarterback. I mean, our coach. I would love it. The flying wonderful leads Adele, and the rest of us are shooting ourselves in the foot with the bad coaching. But it's not a coincidence that it's been this bad. It's not. If we really need a QB, we get him through the draft. No need for hoping AOC is our savior. Look, thing about it is you need multiple options. You never know. You never know. Like, look, when the Washington Redskins had that year when they drafted, when they drafted, RG3 and they drafted Kirk Cousins, look how that worked out for them. It's never a bad thing to have, two really good young quarterbacks. Graphk, what's going on, bro? Everybody, Graphic Raider is in the place to be. He has paused and froze like the Blair Witch Project. Graphk, I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Talk to the people in the chat right now. Graphic, how are you?
There's a really bad thunderstorm down here in Dallas, and it just wiped out the whole Wi-Fi in my neighborhood. So that's what happened. I'm trying to fix it right now, bro. So my apologies to everybody, bro. That literally just cleared me out. So I'm trying to get back in right now.
Pause.
Let me do. Yeah, big pause. Let me see. Let me see if I can get back. Oh.
Yeah, you got to get back. You got to end the show, bro. I can't end the show. This shit is going to be a 24-hour live.
I can still end it from my phone, but I'm just trying to get back into the show, at least do a few more minutes, man. So let me work my magic, but if I can, bro, I'm gonna have to wrap this shit up.
Listen, I don't know whether you have any magic right now, but what I will say as magic, they said that, Ridgeback said Graphk was talking about the refs and his computer freezes up. Coincidence? Yeah. I don't think so. Graphk is getting us unceremoniously booted off of Raider YouTube. All right, Graphk, let me continue to do the show, bro.
Let me know, because I don't want to end it just on you. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of a conversation or something. So
look, we're gonna take a couple of more comments and then we're gonna get off of here, man. We're gonna go around hour and 30 minutes. We got about 9 more minutes to go, everybody. I'm gonna read some more.
Give me time to figure this shit out.
All right, brother. All right, yo. So let me scroll back up, guys. Let me scroll back up. Look, I can't put any of y'all stuff up on the screen because I don't have the chat, but Wasted. Listen, I do this every day. It is okay, man. It is okay. Said the Blair Witch Project. Rex Ryan, head coach, and offensive coordinator Bill Musgrave, Matt Marinovich with the most fire mullet on Raider YouTube. Business in the front, party in the back. I ain't mad at you, Matt. Shout out to Matt Marinovich, yo. Wait, hold on. Let me get down. Latavarian Savage. Is there a big ass tornado on the ground in Texas? I think it might be. Man. It is like the Wizard of Oz down in Texas, man. Shout out and Godspeed to everybody down there, man. The refs versus OakLosVegas. That's a take, man. That's a take. Wait, hold on. Damn wasted. Graphk need to smarten up. Oh, man, get the hell out of here. Silverback. Much talk about need for leaders of men equals head coach. Thoughts on Deuce Staley? His ties expand further than Detroit and the locker room experience and the dog to him. I love Deuce Staley. I remember him as a player, man. Deuce was a freaking dog. Look, man, I am for anybody who is a guy who's been around the National Football League, a guy who's been proven, a guy who has coached different positions. These are the kind of coaches that you like. Like, if you look at Mike Tomlin was not just a defensive back coach. Like, Mike Tomlin has an extensive history around the National Football League. He's been under some great coaches. He comes out of that Tony Dungy tree. So look, I would love to have Deuce Staley over here. Cali Boy Raider, I'm tired of watching my team play against their opponents and our damn coach shaking my head. And that's been the problem. Yo, we've been trying to beat the refs, beat the other team, beat ourselves, and beat fucking fat-faced Barney Rubble. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Speaking of Jamie Foxx, wasted. Looks like he trying to. Robert Cincinnati, that is disrespectful, Robert. I'm gonna beat your muscle-bound ass up. He called me Steven from Django. Hey, don't you ever disrespect. Ever. You will be unceremoniously blocked. Yo, let me call my guy Graphk, man. We're going to call Graphk. Graphic Raider is phoning in right now, everybody. No more coaches that came from belly cheat. Yeah, what's up? Graphk is on the air, everybody. Graphk is on dial-up internet right now. Graphk, how are you? Welcome to Graphk. Graphk just went back in time through the tornado, and now he went back to 1996. It is America Online. His pizza rolls are in the oven. He is happy as hell right now that he's playing NBA Live 96. Graphk Raider, what's going on right now?
Yeah, it's ugly out here, bro. I'm about to just wrap this thing up.
All right, guys, listen. You got to do like somebody in a safe sex commercial in the 90s and wrap it up, B. Guys, we love all of y'all. We appreciate y'all for pulling up. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Listen, all of y'all contributions to our channels have been greatly appreciated. You guys keep the lights on at OakLosVegas and Raider Nation Unlimited. Shout out to our guy Intel, Hug D's, Anthony R. Hernandez, JP Lacase, Antes, Jim, R. Gonzalez, everybody in the place to be. The fly and wonderful Lee Zadell, Skylar Milstead, man. I appreciate you. Julio Jones. We are out of here like yesterday, man. Love all of y'all. Peace, man. Franklin Skinner, we love you too, bro. Planet Raider Zone. We out of here, man. Like yesterday. Graphk, do you have anything to say to the chat?
Content.